If you are watching this video and you are experiencing like really low depression and anxiety and you cannot deal with it and you feel like you can't handle it no more and you no longer want to belong here on this planet, please, I love you. You are worth it. People love you. There are people that need you. If you are in that state, please call the helpline down in the description below or right here. I'll leave it here for you. Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another video. My name is Zariah Athena Rose. You guys can call me Zari or Zariah, whatever works for you. And welcome to my channel. If you are new here, well, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, how are you? Hope you are doing well. And to all those that are viewing this video, today I want to touch on some information that's kind of helped me deal with yet said in title, anxiety and depression. Before I even go into that, I want to let you know that if you are dealing with it to an extreme level, please speak to someone, like a helpline. Go speak to a helpline. I will leave that in the link in the description below, and also just a little thing up here. If you feel like you're in utter danger, please call the helpline. But getting into the video, if it is quite subtle or it's something that you can try and actually deal with it, I'm going to just go through a couple of tips that helped me deal with stress and anxiety as a trans woman, or if you're just a normal person that's dealing with stress and anxiety. So let's get into this video. Before I started transitioning, I had like hella issues, right? With anxiety, social anxiety, and depression. Dealing with it growing up was a little bit difficult, but it was somewhat okay to deal with because like I had school, right? So I had people to talk to and stuff like that, at least when I was like in year 5, right? So during school, things was okay. But as an older trans woman now, in my mid-20s, I've developed some strategies to help me deal with my anxiety and depression. So the first thing I personally like to do, because we all have issues up here, negative self-talk in our brains, it needs to go somewhere and you can't leave it festering in your brain. So what I like to do is jot it down in a book, right? Jot down your thoughts. How are you feeling? What are you feeling? What do you honestly feel like doing to yourself? If that is also something that's in there, and if it's starting to become too extreme, like I've mentioned, please contact the hotline. But this is just one of the ways that I happen to deal with anxiety and depression, is just to jot down all my thoughts onto a piece of paper. If I'm not able to do that, I can just turn on a camera and just rant about whatever the hell is going on here, because whatever's in here should not stay in here. It needs to release. Right, so find a pillow you could punch, like just release that energy out of you. Like I said, my best way to do that is to journal. The second thing you could do as well is maybe drink a hot chocolate, a hot tea, because generally hot beverages do help calm the nerves, right? And just read a book or something, just drink a hot tea, hot water, and just read a book or something that generally helps calm the nerves down. That's usually my go-to if breathing doesn't work for me, because sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes when I'm breathing I start breathing heavier and harder, and then I start getting more anxious. So drinking a warm beverage can help with that, with a book to read. If neither of those options, breathing, drinking tea, reading a book, anything like that, if any of those things don't really work, do something that you are interested in, because usually if you are interested in something, your brain will just automatically just go away from it, and you'll just think about that thing that your brain is now occupied on. So if you are into video games, play your most favorite video game that you love to play, and that can help de-stress in really depressing and anxious situations. Like if you really do feel like you're in a low place, you need to bring that feeling back up. And generally for me, or anyone that loves video games, I personally do, I play either a video game that I enjoy. Like for me personally, I play Horizon Forbidden West. It's an amazing game, very adventurous, and you get to see and explore and just be in that fantasy, you know. So that is another way you can also deal with your stress and depression. And this is mainly for things that happen if you are at home. Obviously, if you are outside, things will be a little bit more difficult. So if you are outside, what you can do is, you know, probably do something a little active, maybe jog on the spot for like 10 seconds really hard, like very vigorously, or try and breathe as much as you can. So breathe in for 4 counts and then breathe out for 4 counts, and that generally helps slow the heart rate down if you are in an environment which doesn't allow you to do set tasks that help you calm yourself down. The other thing that you can do if you are home and you are experiencing anxiety, depression at a really low level is go for a walk, go for a run, exert energy. You know, energy up here also is connected to you physically, right? So if you feel like you hate yourself or you are feeling hatred, that is a negative energy that usually comes out in anger, right? So if you're angry, you need to do something that will exert that kind of kinetic energy that's in here outwards. So maybe find a local gym, go box it out. But for me personally, I like to go for walks or go for runs or bushwalks. Anything like that can definitely help. Lastly, a last resort, and this usually is the best one, that's why I saved this one for the last one, is music. Music has different frequencies that increase endorphins in your body unknowingly, which is really crazy because 80s sounding music or 80s genre music like synthwave, there is a certain type of beat sequence that actually heightens your feelings in a good way, right? So if you are feeling anxious and you're feeling depressed, like you are in a very low state, listening to your favorite song that's upbeat will help actually rewire your brain to thinking that I am in a happy state, I'm in a happy mood. Right? I'm not overthinking the current situation that I'm in. It's like, it's not as bad as I actually think it is, right? And music has a way of doing that to the brain. It's really confusing, and I personally still try to get my head wrapped around it, you know. So lastly, put on your favorite tune, sing to it, dance to it, have your own freaking house party in your bedroom like no one is watching. Turn off your lights if you have some strobe lights or something. Make them flicker, have fun. You just have the best fun you can have in your bedroom, and that, like I said, guarantee you will help with your stress and anxiety when you are at your lowest. And that's what I generally do. So if you are really wanting to go through any of these steps, you can give them a go. Like I said, it's not for everyone, you know, but I do know that the music one is for everyone because everyone loves music. But just make sure that the music that you're listening to is depressing or anything like that. Like, play upbeat music that makes you feel happy. So maybe Gangnam Style, some Chris Brown, whatever it is that you are into that's not depressing, play it. And yeah, that's pretty much what you can do to help get yourself out of a depressing and anxious state if you are really, really low, but not to the point where you are gonna wanna if that is the case, then you please speak to a professional. Like, get on the phone right now, cut this video off, and actually call right now. If you are watching this video and you are experiencing like really, really low depression and anxiety and you cannot deal with it and you feel like you can't handle it no more and you no longer want to belong here on this planet, please, 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 I love you. You are worth it. People love you. There are people that need you. If you are in that state, please, please, please call the helpline down in the description below, or right here. I'll leave it here for you. This is pretty much the steps that I normally go through to try and get rid of my anxiety and depression, and 99% of the time it does help. And this is what I've adapted to my life. Depending how bad my anxiety and depression is, I might just do either one of the steps to help me. But for me, I am prescribed pills, right? If it's to the very, very extreme, I will take Valium, right? Just 1/2, right? But this is just for when things get like really, really, like I wanna, like, yeah, when it goes down that way, I have to go there or else I will just explode, right? So if that is something that you are going through as well, try and see your local GP and see if you can get referred to a therapist, and speak with a therapist and see if you can get some medication if you do feel that it is that serious. Okay, but I do want to let you leave this video on a positive note, that you are loved, you are worth it, and you will make it through this. Okay, because I believe in you. The people in the comment section believe in you. Comment in the comment section down below how much you enjoy each other's company, and that everyone is loved in this space, because I want to be able to create a space for everyone to feel accepted, feel loved, and have that solid community, family base, to make sure that you know that you are loved, and you are loved, my friend. So with that being said, I hope you do have a lovely night, sleep well, have sweet dreams. If you're watching this in the night, during the day, I hope this has helped calm down your nerves, given you insight on what you can possibly do, and maybe could have brightened your day, because that is the point of this channel. So if you guys want to see other content that I produce and I make, like I said, in my other videos, I don't just make transgender related content. I make relatable content that will help us on a day-to-day basis, vlogs, thrifting, and anything that's not trans related as well, you know. So yeah, if you have any requests, comment down below. You can subscribe right over here and see my other videos here. So thank you for dropping by, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.